Hey YouTube, it's me, your boy Nate. You might remember him from Junk Vlogs as look at this fucking spider and I don't like Harry Potter. Coming back to you with the sequel, woo, in the Midnight of Garden Evil 2, Electric Boogaloo. Not much has changed since I last spoke to you guys about 6 months ago. I stopped the video and I went downstairs to grab a beer so I didn't have to like get it during the video. What was I talking about? About fucking in the midnight evil? I fucking forgot. Blah blah blah. That's about something about being like Twin Peaks. Murder mystery. I liked it. It was fun. I recommend it as a book. I mean, I thoroughly enjoyed most of it. But you know what? Like, you ever have an idea and, like, someone tells you about it and you wish you would have thought about it, like, way earlier? Like, ever since I was a kid, I read a book, front to cover. I never skipped a word, never skipped a chapter. It's probably why it took me so long to read certain books, because you just get to a part where you don't fucking care. You just fucking, just like, shut up, shut up, shut up. And I didn't know. Apparently, people skip around in books. I was overhearing like people talk about Game of Thrones. They're talking about how they skip certain characters, and I don't know why that never occurred to me. It's like that movie, Invention of Lying, where it's like it's so simple. I'm just like, I never got the concept. I'm like, what? You can skip parts of books and like not get arrested? And I was just like, oh my god, maybe I could have fucking like, I mean. Yeah, they're like, oh yeah, I couldn't read Game of Thrones if I never did that, and I'm like, oh my god, maybe I could get through fucking like those long-winded fucking books. They're just like, I don't care. Like like 3/4 of like The Shining, where it's just him sitting in a cabin. Like, I understand the point of it, but it still doesn't make it entertaining. Like, I understand he's fucking bored. That's what drives him crazy. But it's just like, oh yeah, I get it, dude. You're bored and you're a former alcoholic. Try to kill somebody. But yeah, but what I was going at is, in this book, it drifts back and forth between citizens of Savannah, Georgia. I mean, the first half's all about the weird citizens and their quirkiness, which is entertaining. But when the second half starts in the murder trial, I'm getting old, and true crime, like, once you hit, like, 26, like, true crime, you just fucking love it, dude. Like, when I was a kid, my parents watched SV all the time. I'm like, oh, this is so stupid. How could anybody watch this? Like, I didn't get it. But it's like, now, I'm fucking, like, just, like, I was, like, just Googling John Benet Ramsey earlier. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna figure this shit out, dude. Like, fucking, let's, like, yeah, you can't hide from me, John Ramsey's killer. It's our parents, dude. It's fucking, like, it's a pedophile who lived down the street. Yeah, sure, But, yeah, anyone who puts their kid up in a beauty pageant is fucking abusive, in my opinion. That shit's fucking weird. But, what was I talking about? But yeah, like, so the murder mystery part's automatically, like, my top story. And I'm just like, oh. But then, like, it tries cutting into the murder mystery. It's like, oh, then I went to this fancy ball. And I'm like, who gives a shit, dude? Who fucking cares about, like, some fancy ball you went to for charity, dude? I want to hear about the goddamn murder. So I'm like, I never skipped a chapter, but I'm like skimming it. It's like, I don't care. That's not interesting. Alright, go back to the good stuff. And I just think to myself, man, like, I would have enjoyed reading if I knew you could just skip paragraphs and chapters that you didn't give a shit about. Like, I guess I did that in the sense I skipped a lot of reading by skipping entire books I wasn't interested about. Fucking Christ. Like, they made us try to read the Odyssey, and it's in that longhand poem format. I didn't fucking understand what's going on. I typically actually liked most of the stuff I read in school. I didn't really get Fahrenheit 451, but, like, I enjoyed, like, Flowers for Algebra and all the short stories that my attention span would let me keep up with. But, yeah, I just thought to myself, like, man, I wish someone would have told me about that shit when I was a fucking kid. Just like, oh yeah, there's some long-winded story about a character you don't give a fuck about. Yeah, just skim it and just fucking, no one cared. They're probably not going to bring it back anyways. Probably just filling out pages for the publisher. I never tried to read Game of Thrones because I'm actually not as big of a nerd as I thought I was. I used to think I was a huge nerd as a kid. But I really hate most nerd things anymore. I don't know if it's because there's so much and it's so mainstream and it's just being bukkake all over my face. Oh, comic books, oh, nice. But I just cannot fucking stand the shit, dude. Like, it's fucking boring and overplayed and, not redundant, but, repetitive. Yeah, repetitive. I'm just like, ugh. So, like, I remember when Game of Thrones was fucking huge, and everyone, oh, have you seen Game of Thrones? Game of Thrones, Game of Thrones? And I try. I mean, most of the time. I'm not gonna say all the time. There's certain things I'm never gonna fucking try to do. Like, I'm never gonna try True Blood. That shit ain't my demographic, dude. Like, I don't give a shit about teenage vampires. Like, there's no way that can be appealing to me. But I tried giving Game of Thrones. I gave it an honest try. I gave it 3 fucking seasons, which I feel like is a pretty good goddamn indicator. I couldn't get into it, dude. I mean, I'll be honest. There are certain characters I fucking loved. I mean, I read a little bit because everyone posted about it. Apparently, it goes to shit anyway, so I guess I'm glad I jumped off the boat early. But there was just too many characters I didn't give a shit about. And I always tell my girlfriend about, you know, because the one that always made me think of was the fucking little kid Bran. He was so fucking boring, and every time he fucking came on the screen, I just didn't care. I was like, who gives a shit? I guess in the show, his story doesn't get any better, really. I don't know, but it's just fucking, I just wish I knew, like, it was legal to skip around in books when you read them. Because I probably would have read way more books. But yeah, that's what I've been up to. Reading, job hunting, drinking, crack. You know, how have you guys been? How has, like, nobody been? 'Cause I hope nobody starts watching these, because it'd be embarrassing, but I like making them because it's funny. Anyway, YouTube, I'm drunk. I might make more for no reason other than boredom. I might not. But you'll see. I like keeping it a mystery. I like just fucking making stupid fucking shit about nothing. Like, you thought Seinfeld was the show about nothing. Wait until you see the Nate Show. Oh, I got one more video I want to talk about. I mean, it's going to be super hypocritical, but that's what makes it so funny.